Bizarre trends that people thought were sexy. Bagel foreheads? This trend has recently stopped, thank goodness. It was hot in Japan for several years, and people around the world had no idea how to respond. These bagel-shaped saline injections were a major part of Japan's body modification scene. Because the injections were made of saline, they only lasted about 16 hours after the body absorbed the fluid. The Kylie Jenner Lip Challenge. This was an odd trend that ended up being hilarious for onlookers. Teens all over the world wanted to get the same plump lips that Kylie Jenner has, and started going through extreme measures to accomplish this. Teens and young put a shot glass to their lips and suck all the air out, causing friction and swelling. However, doctors have spoken out against the challenge, saying it causes disfigurement, bruising, and possible scarring if the shot glass broke. Bull semen hair treatment? Ugh. This trend is pretty gross, but people swore it was effective. If you wanted to look sexy and join the popular crowd, then you got your hair conditioned with bull semen. One of the hottest salons in the world, Hari Salem in London, swears that the treatment is sanitary and safe. Basically, anyone who is anyone got this treatment. Mexican pointy boots. These shoes are the products of Tim Burton movies, as the fancy footwear could be made at home. This trend started several years ago by a man in northeastern Mexico when he attached 3 to 4 inches of foam to his footwear. For whatever reason, this trend was picked up by the younger generation and was seen in nightclubs and dance competitions. Bustles. What better way to look sexy than to make your butt look bigger? Technically, you can argue that we haven't grown out of this bizarre trend, but now we're going with the more natural route as opposed to stuffing our dresses with pillows and fabric. A bigger butt meant more money, and more money means sexiness. Sheep embryo injections. This is probably one of the grosser trends that was once considered to be sexy, as the outcome produced something sexy to look at. In the 70s and 80s, Debbie Harry was a regular user of sheep embryos and got injections in her face in order to look younger. It was something all of the celebrities were doing, and even though the trend eventually died off, many people yearned for its return. Pollution masks. China deals with its share of air pollution and toxic fumes on a regular basis, so much so that wearing pollution masks are a common trend in various parts of the country. However, designers made a bizarre choice and decided to create designer pollution masks with different designs. The trend took off and sexiness was judged based on style, design, and how it shaped your face. Luckily, this trend didn't last long as the priority for health trumped style. Powdered wigs. In the late 18th century, syphilis was a common ailment among people in France. The STD causes baldness, and instead of grabbing a wig of a normal hair color, the French aristocracy reached for powdered wigs. These wigs were very expensive, and wearing them turned into a demonstration of wealth and sexiness. Bum implants. Speaking of a bigger butt, today people can get any kind of surgery done on them to make them look more beautiful and skinnier. One such enhancement is bum implants. There have been many celebrities who have had this surgery, and fans and admirers who have followed suit so they can have a similar body. In a society where a bigger butt is traditionally frowned upon, this is a weird trend that has permanent results.